Welcome to this video series on key capabilities of the Kaleido Information Engine. In this installment, we will deploy the business information model to the Kaleido Data Warehouse and show how this drives the highly automated engine that makes Kaleido an agile data warehouse. The Kaleido business model is an extremely powerful way to capture business requirements. However, it is so much more than that. Far from being static documentation, the Kaleido business model is an active document that, through clever use of metadata and software automation, actually creates data warehouses and master data management systems. On the screen is a simple business model that we'd like to become a data warehouse. Kaleido makes this extremely easy. The model lives on the Diagram tab. To deploy it, click on the Operations tab. This tab has a number of features. Extract the model. If you have an existing Kaleido instance, you can extract the model into the Business Information Modeler. Validate the model. If you've made a number of changes to a model that has already been deployed, you can check to see that the changes you've made will not conflict. Deploy the model. This option takes the model and the associated business rules, converts it to metadata, and stores it in Kaleido's integrated meta and reference data repository via a web service. This directs Kaleido's automation to actually make the changes in the system. Another powerful option on this screen is the View Changes button. This provides a visual impact analysis that shows all the changes that will occur when the model is published. It defaults to showing all changes, but you can also have granular control to just see new, updated, or deleted changes. Let's deploy our demonstration model into a blank Kaleido instance named SalesMart. When everything works, you should see all green check marks. Let's take a look inside Kaleido to see what happened. To manage a data warehouse, Kaleido provides an administrative tool called the Dynamic Information Warehouse Explorer. After we successfully published our model, we can see the objects from the business model we just deployed. We can immediately start to populate these objects with a simple wizard. What's more, Kaleido is ready to create the physical reporting schemas. Attribute tables are third normal form tables, one for each class of business entity. Mapping tables allow you to create denormalized versions of the table that are friendly to BI tools. The red indicator tells us that Kaleido knows the business model has changed with respect to what needs to be in the database. When you are ready, Kaleido will create the tables, but before we do that, let's look at the Mapping Table wizard. The Header tab contains basic information about the physical table that Kaleido will build and maintain in the warehouse. If desired, your DBAs can change the name of the table, make it conform to any physical table standards your organization may have. As reference data is loaded, mapping and attribute tables will need to be updated. This is an automated process in Kaleido that can be done as an incremental or full table build. The incremental threshold sets the maximum number of updates that can be processed. Once that threshold is reached, an automated rebuild of the table is performed by Kaleido. Other options include the ability to include or exclude insertion and entity start dates, as well as the ability to build the table with or without all the history that Kaleido is keeping for you. Kaleido gives warehouse professionals complete control of the reporting schema structure. By default, Kaleido creates snowflake dimensions. Changing dimensions to be fully conformed is a simple adjustment on the Columns tab. Simply click the Automatically Include Names, Codes, and Attributes option in the wizard. If you choose to fully conform a dimension, Kaleido provides the option to include or exclude the history for the individual attributes of that dimension. If that level of historical detail is critical to the reporting and worth the increased size of the dimension, then simply click the box in the lower right. The point is that, while Kaleido is a highly automated solution, it allows warehouse professionals to influence what Kaleido builds. Information about the structure and preferences for the reporting schema are stored inside Kaleido's repository. The physical reporting schema tables are built and maintained by Kaleido automatically from that metadata. This allows the structure of the Kaleido reporting schema to be changed at any time and the changes synchronized immediately to the reporting schema. Kaleido provides two tasks for keeping the reporting schema up to date with the repository. the build attribute tables, and build mapping tables jobs. These tasks can be executed in the Kaleido GUI or as part of a scheduled process. Once the tasks complete, you can verify that the jobs ran correctly in the integrated task monitor. Kaleido has created, through software automation of industry best practices, the entire reporting schema from the conceptual model stored in the Business Information Modeler. This is not trivial. This is patented software that has evolved over a decade. Kaleido also optimizes the platform it is being deployed on, utilizing the native loaders for database or appliance loads. If it looked painless and easy in the demo, that's what we're shooting for.